Hey, bro, can you hand me that paper right there? I got sidetracked. I completely forgot that I was doing this whole speaking thing. Okay, also, Mr. Swerve, I need you to do me a favor. Get your phone out. I need you to open up your stopwatch.
Stopwatch, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me know when you're there.
Stopwatch.
Yes, hit start.
Start.
Great, because I only have 10 minutes and I suck at time management. Okay, so my name is Devyn. Hi. If you don't know me, that's fine, because I am not an influencer. I don't make content about myself. If you have no idea who I am, wonderful. I'm an introvert, even though I'm wearing the brightest colors in the room. Just ignore that. So, how many of you guys remember a radio station used to be here named Star 94.7?
Yeah.
Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Okay, now, I used to be Devyn on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. But I was also the operations manager, the engineer, and the salesperson. We can go further back. How many people remember Jams 1019? Yes. How many people remember home jams when they were doing all the local music? Or the Lucky Penny family reunion?
Yeah.
Okay. The thing that all of these things have in common is I did the marketing for all of them. I built the back end for all of them. And most importantly, I got paid to do all of it.
Yeah.
Come on. Now we'll fast forward to something a little bit more recently. First, let me give you a quick background on who I am and what I do. After I left radio, I left Youngstown for a little while, went into corporate America, and I centered my career around software called HubSpot and became an inbound marketing specialist, which led to becoming a revenue operations specialist, which led to becoming a lecturer and teacher. And so I've flown all around the world to talk about marketing, revenue operations, as well as math. But in my heart of hearts, like so many people in this room, I am and always will be a theater kid. I played Nicely Nicey Johnson and Guys and Dolls senior year. It was probably my magnum opus, unless you think about the time I played a baseball bat wielding psychopath in the local miniseries City Limits. Did anybody see that? City Limits? Do you remember that? Yeah, it was on YouTube. Yeah, it was a series. It was like 4 episodes. Right. I did that. I filmed it. I edited it. I did it all, and I even starred in a scene. I did everything except write and direct it. So when I say I don't put myself out there, I don't. But trust and believe, I'm getting stuff done. So, how? Let me talk to you about my corporate America life. I went from being a director of marketing to being a VP of strategic marketing to being head of strategy and development to being CMO, and these are all different companies. And this is all over the course of 10 years. And the last thing I did was I worked for HubSpot directly. And the way I got into that was just constantly filming myself. And that was painful. So what does all this have to do with collaboration? Well, it means I'm probably somebody cool to collaborate with. But
Yes.
more importantly, collaborate about what? Ooh. Okay, so raise your hand if you make money. You try to make money. You do things that are goal-oriented. Hopefully, people who are employed here, more than what you have jobs, wonderfully. All right. It's not just about what you know, it's about
Who you know?
right. And it's not just about who you know, it's about
Who knows you?
there you go. That has been the secret to my success. The thing that I am the most proud of, that I have done that hardly anyone in Youngstown has heard of, but people all over the world know about, is an organization called Black and Inbound. And it started at this conference called Inbound, 25,000 people. I'm nervous, it's my first year. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna start counting the black people. And for this group over here, that's just something we do in public. Just so you know. Yeah, okay. So it's like ginger, ginger, my ginger. All right. What turned out is an experiment in guerrilla marketing to combat my social anxiety, because I knew that the only way that I was going to meet or exceed my own professional expectations is by embracing my social capital and need thereof. And that turned into something so amazing. Fast forward more, now there's over 1,000 members of this group. We meet annually. I have pictures online with me and Serena Williams, me and Ryan Reynolds. There's me and just so many famous people that I got to meet because of this. And I promise you I'm gonna get to the collaboration. Almost there. But the coolest thing was the network. I have a global professional network that I can tap into at any time because I created it. And when I created it, the ethos was, I'm not going to sell you a thing. I'm not meeting with you to sell you anything. I want to know what you do, what keeps you up at night, and what kind of problems you know how to solve. Don't worry about my problems. Just tell me about you. And then I'll tell you about me. And then halfway through one of these conversations, be like, ooh, I just met somebody who knows how to solve that problem. And that's how you build an ecosystem. Now, Tom, where am I at?
You're at 650.
Outstanding. Perfect timing. Because now we've reached the collaboration portion. Of all the money I've made, the most money I've ever made was money that a project that didn't have my face on it, that didn't have my hand on it. It was just something I organized just through meeting people. And while I have many stories like this one's the biggest. So, has anyone ever heard of Afro-punk?
Yes.
Okay, you've heard Afro-punk, cool. Okay, so for those of you guys who haven't heard of Afro-punk, it is basically an alt music festival for black people. Think punk rock looking like me. That's what it used to be. Now it's a little different, but moving on. Their goal was to create an editorial program. Now, I don't know anyone in Afropunk. I am not a writer. However, due to this global network of professionals, and even though it's a black network, I say professionals because we have white people there too. White dude was like, oh my gosh, Devyn, you need to meet Hugh. You guys remind me so much of each other. And then me and Hugh start talking. And then Hugh's like, oh, you do marketing? Do you think you can help with like a content calendar and stuff like that? I'm like, I'm sure I can make that happen. And he's like, cool, because I'm working with this company called Afropunk, and they need help with editorial. And their budget, like they're only paying me like $2,000. I'm like, man, I bet you I can get at least 5. I talked them into 8 per month. But that leads to a problem. Because what they need is an editorial team, they need a writing team, they need someone to update their website. I know that last thing. Don't ask me to write nothing, it's not gonna end well for you. But who I do know is a phenomenal writer and editor named Eartha. And Eartha has a whole network of writers that she talks to. I have experience in project management, in stakeholder management, in sales, in every other thing that needed to be done to execute this project except the actual workload. So I had a few different options here. I knew I wanted to work with her. The question was, how much was I going to keep for myself? Because she didn't know what the deal was. Rule number 1, don't Well, no, rule number 2. Rule number 1 is get to know people with no ulterior motives. Rule number 2, do not be greedy. Because greedy will lead to lies, and lies will lead to betrayal. So I told her straight up, listen, this is what I'm collecting off top, $8,000, I want half, boom. I will negotiate all the stakeholder management meetings, I will negotiate all of the everything, I will set the direction, I will set the tone, I will be the mouthpiece, because I got sales game. And because it's my connection, through my connection of the connection. But I need help you doing the work. And she not only did it, she was featuring local entrepreneurs in Afropunk. And so when I'm sitting here and a local investor says, yeah, they wrote a story about me in Afropunk, I'm like, that's dope, bro. I hired the editor who hired the writer to put you in there, but that's the thing. It's not about me. It feels good on the inside, but I'm not like, hey, I'm going out there just to make myself look big. Right now I'm running Youngstown RC Club. It's a nonprofit. Why did I call it Youngstown RC Club? Because it's not about me. It's about Youngstown. When it comes to collaboration, you're going to have to be okay with possibly being in the background. We're talking about content creation. I've produced more podcasts than I've spoken on. I've shot more videos than I've been in front of the camera. I have done more voiceover, well, no, I've done more voiceover work than anything, my goodness. But the thing is that I'm okay with just making money and hitting our goal. But in order for that to happen, all the lions got to be working together to form Voltron. Now, for you young people, I wish I was joking.
Stop it.
Yeah, no, I'm calling you out. After she reported me, she's like, okay, so tell me more. I was thinking, think Power Rangers for old people.
Come on.
But the thing is, there have been so many situations where people have called me in. And I can't even count how many times someone has called me and said, hey, I have an opportunity to do something huge, and I'm only missing this one thing. Yeah, I know a guy who does that. Guy on courtesy, might shoot me $100, shoot me a little $200. I don't care if it's like a $50,000 thing. It's just love. It's a show, hey man, I appreciate you. Did I kick you back something? Of course I kicked you back something. Man, I appreciate you connecting me. But the connections are only the beginning. You have to be able to work with someone you can trust and be ready to be a part of something larger than yourself, because that's how you're going to solve the problem. Youngstown has an immense amount of talent. And each and every one of us, like, you think about who Nate's met in all this time. You think about, hold on, where's Ronson? Ronson! I want to brag about you for a minute. Okay. So, most of you guys know this is, Ronson from Ronson's Originals had, models. He was an official photographer at YSU. Okay, I know him as Pastor MySpace.
Oh, wow.
Yeah! It was Tom and then Ronson. It was Tom and Pastor MySpace. Everybody was connected. Like, he was the most famous person on MySpace outside of Tom. Can you imagine the people he's been in contact with and the people he's met over the years just on the strength of that brand? Can you imagine the shoulders and elbows that he's rubbed and hearing their problems? The people that Nate have met, the people that I have met. Does anyone know random question, the name of Beyonce's publicist? Anyone heard, it's like Dr. something? The only reason why I ask is because I have her cell phone number. I don't remember her name. But I have her number and she has mine. I know for a fact she don't remember my name. Yvette, yeah, Dr. Yvette something. It was like, yeah, it was hard to say, but yeah. She was an amazing person, came to an event that I organized, and as a result, that relationship was created. Did anything come out of it? No. Have I met other millionaires and relationships come out of those and things come out of those? Sure. I happen to be in the right place at the right time, and this person needed information on how to better do a podcast. I just happen to be there. I'm there?
15.
That was 15?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I was supposed to stop 5 minutes ago. I'm sorry, people. Well, the goal here is for you to look into building relationships for the sake of solving problems that are bigger than you. If you can solve a problem that's bigger than you, that you can't solve alone, and are comfortable enough to bring someone in and work with someone who's as talented or hopefully more talented than you, do that. Make money, be happy. Thank you, come again.